and Stench.
Star 98.7.
Oh, this is sad because we're trying to, because I know that we weren't planning on talking about this. We had like 8,000 other things to talk about, but because I didn't know that Keith Urban went to rehab, I was like, oh my God, we got to talk about this. How when, you want your life to be better than your ex's and his wife or her husband or whatever. And I was just so hoping that Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman would have just a much better life than Tom. But now that bastard went to rehab and let me down. I'm so sad. I wanted them to have like this amazing life. Not that I care really, but you
wanted her to win.
Yeah, I guess ultimately
And
that's
she's not winning right now with old Tom.
And then we were talking about Stench's ex didn't win, and Jack's wife's ex did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad.
And then Brad Pitt, definite winner in him and breakup with Jennifer Aniston.
Totally.
I think he's doing much better than her.
Yeah, because I wanted him to fail. Like when Brad and Angelina hooked up, I wanted them to fail and have a miserable life, and it'd be drama, and she'd be all, "I want your blood," hang around my neck, and we'd be like, "Oh."
And now they have like
But
a kid, and they're
I know.
adopting babies around the world and saving
Jen
the
doesn't
world.
look happy.
No, she's got
what
a
will I
puppy
do?
though.
Oh, Jen's not happy. But you know what's weird? Well, I don't think this should shock you really, but I don't really know anything about my exes or what their lives are like.
So is that a win or that's a win to me?
Yeah, I guess so because nobody tells me and they just don't call her right anymore.
I would trade places with you tomorrow.
I honestly have no idea what's happened in any of their lives.
That's awesome.
I guess.
Congratulations, you are a winner.
But I guess because I had no ties to him at all.
Yeah,
like
that's
kids and
awesome.
Stuff.
Right.
Oh, well. But why does your wife know how her ex is doing?
Because they come from a small town, so everybody from that town knows everything.
Oh, so they tell.
Her mom hears. She gets it through her mom who hears, because they all know that,
You know that boy he's a neurosurgeon now.
Right.
You know they bought the mansion down the block.
Right.
I heard they paid $300,000 for it.
Yeah, you're like, crap.
12 bedroom, 12 bath.
Exactly.
That's what, a doctor in a small town like that could buy a mansion.
I
because
know.
It's not that much money. A doctor here lives in the ghetto with the rest
housing.
of us.
Don't think I don't get that from these laws all the time.
You live in a condo?
Our condo is as worth as much as their house on 2.5 acres back in North Carolina, and so I don't think I hear that all the time.
Well, they
from
probably
them.
think that Jackie's not a good investor.
Right.
He bought a condo, honey, for the same amount, and we have 2 acres.
Right.
That boy's not so smart.
All right, we are ready to talk about this with you guys. Let's see here. Who is the winner in your ex's relationship? Here's Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you guys? You
Hi.
guys rule.
We rule. Go ahead.
Okay, well, my ex-husband is serving life in prison.
Yay! Wow, I should have taken you last because that's like the ultimate winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take much. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment, but he's in a 10-by-10 cell. So.
Yeah, you still win. You still have more living space.
What'd he do?
What did he do, Jessica?
You remember a couple years ago, the guy in Van Nuys that kidnapped and murdered the woman, and they found her body in the back of his SUV?
Yes.
Wow.
That's my ex-husband.
Wow.
Lucky it wasn't you.
Well, nobody's
thank
really
God.
lucky in this story. But
Yeah.
Jessica, okay, and not to get off on this because now it's like doggy downer.
Right.
But did you see any kind of those tendencies or, that he could actually murder?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, you don't want to think the worst of people, especially somebody you walk down the aisle to. But, there was definitely stuff. That's why we got divorced.
So, what was the creepiest thing ever? And you're like, whoa.
Well,
Like
he
Mr.
had
Poodle would
a
say.
drug habit.
Whoa.
And he was a jerk when he was sober, but when he was high, he was like the devil. So,
And what
know.
kind of drugs did he do?
he smoked crack.
Oh, so
God.
it made him think that people were an elephant or something. So he was trying to fight a jungle scene.
Oh, yeah. His
No, they really
father
they hallucinate, right?
Not on crack.
I thought on
he'd
crack
see
you
little Martians
hallucinate.
with machetes.
See? He saw Martians with machetes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
just delusional. But normally, crack is not a hallucinogenic.
Well, since I do not know because I've never tried it, I will keep that in mind.
Yeah. Just a big stimulant.
I think it's like the dementia that comes from not sleeping
For
and
a week.
Yeah, and consuming all the things that you consume, like the alcohol and the downers to try and go to sleep.
Wow. Well, Jessica, as much as I hate to say this because there is a dead girl in this, but
Yeah, it's
I mean, your life is better
You win.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Although not setting the bar real high by the ex, huh?
Yeah.
wow. That game took a weird turn, didn't it, friends?
Yes, it did.
All of a sudden, it's that headline we all saw, and now we have a connection to it. Like, you know how you were kind of separated from it, and you just heard that story, and you're like, oh, my God, that's the worst story. Now I feel like we know somebody.
We do.
Uncomfortable. All right, Jack, I know what should we do? We should play a little bit of this just to
Just to pick it up?
Break up.
Yeah, just to separate.
George of the Jungle.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Let's do the next show. Here we go. That probably wasn't a good separation song, but I had to hit something. Okay. Here we go. Robin, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys doing this
Well,
morning?
I'm kind of upset with myself because I picked a bad separation song.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's always tomorrow. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, well, I have to say Jessica's story totally blows mine out of the
I
water.
know. I know. Like, I should have taken her last.
Okay, here's my story. Brother, I was dating this guy for about 2 years, give or take. About 6 months after we broke up, found out he was dating a girl that looked exactly like me. I mean, same hair color, same build, same eyes, everything. Okay, come about 8 months after that, he gets married, and now they're having a kid, and they live in this wonderful, beautiful house.
Oh, so his life is better than yours?
Well, not exactly.
He just replaced
Robin.
you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. She cheats on him like every other weekend with one of my friends.
Oh, wow. You know what this is?
Yeah.
This is a bonus because she has information that the ex doesn't even know.
Oh,
That
that
his life is sucky, and he doesn't even know his life is sucky yet. So Robin's like the winner of the world.
That's a good one.
You might beat that guy that killed somebody.
Yeah.
That felt weird, too, to say.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that. Like, I feel weird that she was married to that guy. I still, even though we played George of the Jungle, I'm like,
Right.
are you creeped out a little? Is anybody creeped out?
No,
It would be
it's
creepy,
a downer.
And it'd be creepy to be married to somebody that later murders somebody because then you'd think, like,
God.
I was with that person.
You can't imagine it.
I fell in love with that murderer.
Ah.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. Star 98.7.
Psychotic. All right, we are talking about, in honor of Keith Urban.
Wow. Poor Keith.
Poor Kiefer. Keith Urban, not Kiefer Urban.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you find out that your ex's life is way better than yours, and you're always hoping that you're the winner, but then Nicole and Keith, I thought they were winning, and then Keith all of a sudden went into crack rehab.
Booze rehab. Crack was last time. This time it was just booze.
So Tom Cruise is now at home in the Bel Air mansion, jumping on his couch, going, "Oh yeah, he's in rehab. He's in rehab. Stupid bitch went to the country, man."
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
He totally is.
It's a work in progress. My song.
He's doing that Oprah thing on the couch at home by himself with a cardboard cutout of Oprah right there.
By the way, were you worried for his safety when he was jumping? Because that couch was really springy.
It was brand new, wasn't it? Didn't they
I don't know.
just-
Yeah.
It's just I have whatever that chenille covered couches, and you kind of sink into them like you couldn't really jump. And that one I was like, "Whoa, dude, you're on a trampoline. Be careful."
I rented a scary movie this weekend that parodies that. It was pretty funny. It's that scene with a fake Oprah and a fake Tom. It's funny as hell.
I don't see movies anymore.
I rented it. It's not like I
rent
went and saw it.
movies, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. So anyway, when you find out your ex's life is better or worse, and you want to be the winner, we've already had really the weirdest call ever, and that was a woman who, despite the fact she said she's in a 1-bedroom apartment. She found out her husband, well, he murdered somebody.
Oof.
And now he's in jail for life.
For life, and she, as we all agree, her life is better than his.
Yep.
Yeah, because she really took a different perspective on it than I would have. You know?
Yeah, I would have been like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I would have been victim. For sure. I would have been like, oh, do you understand what it's like to know that you were married to somebody that murdered somebody?
But also, you could. I told you he was a psycho. You tell
I bet.
everyone
yeah.
that.
Yeah, because some of your friends didn't believe you, and they're like, oh my God, she's so drama about that guy.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we had to play George of the Jungle because it was awkward.
Yeah. Well, that happens.
Here's Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
Hi. What were you calling about?
Oh, I just wanted to say to Jessica, my prayers are with her for many years. I used to work with him. And I was
murderer?
in a movie together, and he was so infatuated with me, and he was some crazy stuff.
Monica!
Wow.
We'll have to find out from Monica. Because we'll never know.
This is taking a turn, though. Really
Yeah.
off subject to now, hey, I worked with the murderer.
Yeah, hey, if you know a murderer, give us a call, I guess is today's topic, everybody. What was she saying?
She used to work with that guy, and she always got a feeling that he was, like, infatuated with her. And I guess one day he was supposed to give her a ride home, and she, for whatever reason, didn't take the ride, but she thinks that if she would have died. She would have been in his trunk.
Wow. That is creepy. You know what's weird is I almost disagree with her because it's the people you don't know.
Yeah. You don't just kill coworkers; they'll catch you. Coworkers or people in your family, you get caught for that every time. Kill a stranger, you're probably going to get away with it.
Like everybody says that you're going to kill somebody, but I don't think you'll be the guy to kill somebody. No. I think Jack has that place to go so
snap.
dark.
Yeah.
Like the dark, deep, creepy guy. I'm kidding.
Different kind of murderer, though. I'd probably kill somebody like Snap and be weird. Stench is just going to be in traffic one day and open up the car door.
Yeah.
But I'm more like just smack somebody up. I'm not really like a killer.
I
might rough someone up one day, but I'm not really gonna kill anyone.
You know that General whatever's museum?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always General Patton Museum.
Yes.
I always have to stop there to pee on my way to Havasu, and so we were stopped on our way to pee for like Havasu, like I just told you, and we saw two 60-year-old guys fighting at the gas pump.
Oh,
like
awesome.
fist fighting?
Like arguing and like pushing, like kind of shoving.
Wow.
And everybody was looking at him, and it was so weird because they were too old to fight.
Oh,
it was like funny.
It's like that Volvo commercial.
Which I haven't
Remember
seen
the
it.
one where, no, it's the
Never
radio one where they talk about, and these two men in business suits were fighting, and then they were like, if you want to hear the rest of the story, go to Volvo.com.
It is weird, Jack. And so then I say to the snowboarder, because we're all, we're laughing, which is
Right.
probably.
You totally will stop the car and watch that.
And so I said to him, oh my God, those guys are too old to fight. That's so funny. And he said, you're never too old to fight.
Oh.
At least beat somebody down. I go, honey, you're going to be the 60-year-old guy to get your ass kicked by a 20-year-old. He's like, I might take a shot, but at least I defended my, your gas pump?
Yeah, what were they fighting over?
A gas pump situation.
Oh, somebody like pulled up and it wasn't their turn or
Jack,
something?
it gets crazy at that General whatever's, General Patton's gas station.
Somebody cut in line.
It's crazy.
It's like somebody stealing your parking spot at Costco. You got to fight for that.
All those sand people got sand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Desert people going out there with their...
Sand.
Oh, the Doom Buggy people.
Oh, they're nuts.
They're
They
going
all
to
fight
Glamis.
each other.
Yeah, they're nutty.
Got Glamis.
Yep.
That's it.
I saw some guy had a sand, like he created his license plate into something sand or something.
Wow.
Oh, into the
Sand.
no dune.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, what has this has to do with anything? Absolutely nothing. Just sidetrack. Just to let you guys know. Go to that museum.
No,
You'll
that's
see.
pretty cool. When you see two old guys fighting at a gas station, it's pretty cool.
That is
Like,
really
oh
cool.
like all full-fledged, like mid-60s.
You know what's funny? I will stop my car for a girl fight or old man fight. Any day of the week. I'll pull over and just watch, pop some popcorn.
All right. Well, let's see here. We're talking about when you know that your life is better than your ex's, and then somehow it got into murder calls, and then that was really uncomfortable. But Georgia the Jungle makes it happy. But Rebecca's calling because her ex-best friend's sister killed her boyfriend. Now, is that really a story? My ex-best friend's sister like that? No.
Oh, you can't play.
Rebecca,
My life
you
better
can't.
than his, and because he's got to go through all that, and he turned out to be a very not so nice guy. And
Yeah, but you can't play my ex-best friend's sister's
I
brother.
wanted to know. That's what I called. You guys roll, so.
No,
Way to
you
make
can't.
us feel bad.
I know.
Yeah.
Will you give her something pretty? She tried.
Give her that shirt.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. One show. Star 98.7.
What up? Oh, it's gonna be in my head forever. Wind
Yep.
it up, wind it up. Let me begin. What's Escape? Something Escape? What's
Sweet
the-
Escape.
Sweet Escape is the name of the album from Gwen Stefani. Comes out December 5th. And Poodle, Mr. Poodle, to you, just told me that you can log on to star987.com. And what section? Where to?
It's on the homepage, and you can click on the Gwen Stefani new single and tell us what you think.
Oh, it's like make it or break it, everybody.
Horrible.
My guess is it's already made.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Not much you can do about it
Yeah,
now.
no smash it or trash it
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, it's Gwen Stefani and
it's new.
She's a superstar of the world. But like I told you earlier, it gives hope to all women who have had kids to know you can be like sexy and cool like that and stuff instead of like somebody else.
I saw a picture of her the other day. She's hot right now.
She's always hot.
No, but I mean, she just had a baby too, like in the last couple of months, and she's really
Ain't no
looks really
holla
good.
back girl.
No, she ain't no holla back girl.
All right. Here is the deal. We're talking about when you find out your life is worse or better than your ex's. Glory to God. That's all I got to say. I personally don't know anything about my exes. Kind of makes me wonder why you guys do.
I think you're the winner.
Yeah,
Poodle knows about his house and his car and
how
like
do you
all
know about
kinds.
your ex's house?
Well, we've stayed. Remember, I'm still in love with them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Damn it.
I've stalked them.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing. Don't know where they live. Don't know how they're doing. Don't know if they've met anybody.
I don't know most of them. There's just that one I'm tied to for another 4 years.
Is that it?
Countdown.
4 years
Wow.
and I'm done.
Your life ended. Yeah, so I think when you have the...
And then I will know nothing about that person again as long as I live. I will make it my mission.
Well, you got to tell your son, though, not to tell you.
Right.
Because he might mention stuff.
No, I think he'll be with me.
All right, so anywho, that's what we're talking about when you find out that your ex, blah, blah. You get it.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jamie. Here's Trish. Hi, Trish.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Hi.
we're lovely. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Well, see, it happened to me twice. One of my exes came back and told me his sad story about his ex-wife. She got pregnant, so they got married, and she stole all his money, didn't pay any of his bills, and then left because she was cheating on him. She left him for another guy. And another one, I don't remember how I found this out. His wife was cheating on him and stole all his money also. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like I think I feel a little bit happy, but no, I feel guilty for feeling good because I'm free as a bird.
Drunk.
Anybody? Anybody?
Winner!
No, but did anybody feel like something? Not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Pistons are not all
Yeah.
on the right. What is
They're
it?
not
Firing?
All, not all them cylinders are firing.
Yeah, whatever you mechanical people say.
Not firing on all 8 cylinders.
Yes, that's the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
Something about pistons and I don't know. Aaron, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Go ahead. We were talking about how Keith Urban went to rehab. It's very sad because now Nicola's the loser with Tom.
Yeah, Tom wins.
So go ahead. What's your story? Yeah.
Well, I'm 21, so I'm really young, and I'm from Colorado. I had this ex-boyfriend that I was dating for a couple years, and he cheated on me on my birthday with one of my best friends. So that was enough for me. And so I decided to leave for college, and I live in Malibu now. And I've been dating my fiance for the last 2 years. And let's just say he has a lot of money, and I'm doing really well, and I got all of my school absolutely paid for.
Wow.
He's back at home, put on a lot of weight, is really grungy. And when I dated him in high school, I was kind of chubby. And then as soon as I got to California, I dropped like 40 pounds in less than 3 months.
How
So
have
not
you
only
been,
that,
wait,
I'm
wait, wait, but
super
how
thin.
have you been engaged for 2 years and you're only 21?
We just got engaged.
Oh, I thought she
so-
said she'd been. So you're 23
Well,
now?
I'm 21, but we've been dating for 2 years, and then we just got engaged.
Oh, well, congratulations, Aaron. That sounds like you're the winner.
Winner, winner!
Aaron,
Yeah?
you're the winner.
Winner! Bye.
There was just something lacking in that story. I don't know what it was.
I'm not going to judge because I'm just thankful for you all to participate, But you're right, Jack.
Yeah.
Something that the last two have been a little odd to me.
Yes.
Anybody? Maybe it's just me.
They just weren't. You know what it is? We started with the bar really high with my
Yes,
ex is a
you're
murderer.
right,
and now,
yeah.
okay, he's
I
a little
live in
fat.
Malibu,
Yeah, he's a
and
little
he
fat
lives-
now and moved back to Colorado. Not nearly as exciting as the murderer.
I don't know. He's fat and I'm skinny. That's a good one. Right? It's like Springer, I'm hot now.
He's in prison. I have my freedom.
You know what I took from that girl? That she duped some guy to pay for all of her college in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty good work on her part.
Well, and then I'm thinking, is she into air conditioning repair? Like, what
maybe it was trade school.
Yeah,
no, if she's in Malibu going to college, I'm guessing Pepperdine, which is the most.
I thought she's already out of school.
But that Pepperdine's where you would go to college if you were in Malibu. Most expensive college in the country.
She's done in.
You probably don't meet a really rich guy at trade school.
Yeah, at AC trade school, you don't meet rich guys.
There's just so much we need to know about that woman. All right, when we come back, a woman whose ex is sleeping on bus benches, and she gets to go by and see him sleeping on a bus bench.
Oh, that kind of rules.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show. Star 98.7.
Star 98.7! It's Monday morning.
Yeah.
My God, Halloween's almost here. What, next weekend?
Next week.
Week from tomorrow.
My God. All right, whoa. That was my head, but I'm okay.
Easy, Tiger.
You know, the World Series. Nobody even cares.
Because it's Detroit and St. Louis. Who cares?
I'm from St. Louis.
Well, then you should care. It's 1-1.
Ozzy. Does he still play for the Cardinals?
I don't know. I don't follow baseball that much.
Ozzy?
I don't think so.
Anybody
No.
remember Ozzy?
I don't think he
Ozzy. We chanted Oz.
It's
Never mind.
1-1. Series tied
Well,
up.
if you haven't heard of him, we probably didn't play. But we used to
No,
chant.
Ozzy was a great St. Louis Cardinal.
Ozzy. And they put up anyway.
Newsom. Ozzy Newsom. Wasn't that his name?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I just remember they called him Ozzy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, Jack, you watching the big World Series?
No.
What about football? Anything? Anyone?
Oh my God, this weekend was amazing. UCLA had the biggest choke ever. They were like in Notre Dame, playing number 8 Notre Dame, and UCLA's not even ranked because they kind of stink this year. And they were winning, and no one expected them to even be in the game. They were winning all the way down to 26 seconds left. Notre Dame scored a touchdown on them and beat them.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Heartbreaker.
All right, so I only tell you girls this crap so you can, at the office you can be like, oh my God, you hear about the heartbreaker of UCLA?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, if you want to talk to a guy, that is all you have to say. Yeah. And then they'll be like, oh my God, she's a chicken, she knows about football, and she has boobs.
Awesome.
It's the easiest way into their pants.
Yep.
Not that we try to get in your pants.
It's easier way than that. Hey, open your pants.
You guys are so stupid.
We
anyway.
are.
Look, I got a weenie. God. I know what I'm doing tonight, and I'm very excited about this.
What's that?
I'm watching Lifetime. Lifetime, the network for women.
No, you're not.
By the women, for the women, of the women.
Does anybody really watch Lifetime?
Why I wore lipstick to my mastectomy. I know it's not a very appealing title.
Yeah, it's not a catchy title.
No, you're not gonna. You're lying.
We did not highlight that.
I'm telling you,
Swear to God.
no, but listen, it's supposed to be a great movie. It's supposed to be a really great movie. It's based off a book that this chick wrote, and basically, she talks about how she becomes. I don't know. I mean, my sister was telling me that our mom read it. I guess that's why I'm gonna. But it's kind of creepy now that my mom is dead to know that she read this. But this woman, I guess, she becomes more sexual or more confident with her body and her parts and all this stuff when she has a mastectomy. And that instead of getting a nipple reconstructed, she went through, by the way, both of her boobs were cut off, and she had them reconstructed. But instead of her nipple being reconstructed like the perfect little male nipple that you all want, she went to a tattoo artist and they put a heart on it.
Well, that's nice.
Ooh, kind of like a Barbie.
It's kind of weird, huh? But it's...
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to read the book. But now I don't have to read the book because I don't really like to read.
You can watch the movie.
Now I can sit there with
If
a
it's on
beer
Lifetime, though, she dies in the end. Because Lifetime doesn't have happy endings. I know that.
Well, the woman is still alive.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
she
one
is?
survived.
Yeah.
Wow, they're changing their ways over at Lifetime, the depressing network.
By the way, the chick from Scrubs, Sarah Chalk,
Yeah.
she plays the part of this woman that was Geraldine or something. Geraldine, I got the cancer, whatever.
Cool.
She wrote the book about how she has a tattoo. Now I'm going to watch this Geraldine and know she has a tattoo of a
I am
heart
too
on
if they're
it.
going to show booby.
But booby without nipple.
Which means you can totally show it.
Because here's what I was thinking of bold Geraldine, and then we'll get back to all you guys are calling. Especially the woman who now sees her husband sleeping on a bus bench. But here's what I was thinking. A better game for her to have played, dry erase board nipple.
Oh, so you could change it up every once in a while?
Yes. And then when she was with a different partner, he could make his own little place for a nipple. Like he could do a star. He could do whatever. More creative the man is, and that's how you find out. Dry erase board nipple.
It makes sense.
I feel like we're not on the same page.
No, I get what you're saying.
I hate you. I'm thinking color form nipple though would be much better.
Yeah, you peel them off, those little plastic things.
They're like static clean. But then you'd sweat, it'd fall off, so I guess that wouldn't work.
Yeah, or you go 3-dimensional Play-Doh nipple.
Yeah.
By the way,
See, then you can
clay nipple.
Yeah, you could really form it to anything.
Play-Doh nipple shop.
You know what? I'm sorry. You guys are on the same page. It's the producer that's giving us stink eye.
Right.
Hey,
No,
stop
I'm
it.
just trying to wonder because I purposely did not highlight that, so I'm wondering why did I leave that page in there? I'm like, what else?
Because
You know what stands out? The one
know
thing
what?
you don't highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about something that you decided that you weren't even going to highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought you
Heaven
wouldn't
forbid.
go there.
Here's what I would do. Whatever you think I don't think will be interesting,
Highlight
put it in. And whatever you think is interesting, don't mark it.
Cross it out.
That's what I've learned.
Wow.
If you think it's interesting, it's probably not.
Oh, wow.
Hey, now, what about all that?
What? Well, all of what? Oh, you're right. The father of Madonna's newly purchased baby regrets giving up the child. And you know what he wrote? Biggest regrets. Things you can't or shouldn't take back. Is that better than the nipple Play-Doh factory?
No.
Right.
Okay. Play-Doh nipple factory is going to be a huge seller this holiday season.
All right, anyway, I'm putting this over here. So that's tonight at Lifetime on like 9 o'clock, something like that. All right, is your life better than your ex's? That's what we're talking about. We still have to get to Jessie, who was married to a man for a very long time. They had a lovely life, and now all of a sudden she sees him on the corner sleeping on a bus bench. Her life, way better.
Yep. Way better.
Especially if she's like in a Benz or something.
Ooh.
Or a Maybach.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
doubt she's in a Maybach.
Yeah.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. Star 98.7.
All right, we're talking about when your ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, their lives turn out better or worse than yours, all derived from the fact that I thought it was a perfect setup. What was her name? Nicole Kidman. And Keith Urban. Oh, happily ever after. And now he's in rehab. Keith Urban is in rehab, and I was like, oh, no. Tom wins. But
Big
here
time.
is a story in the newspaper real fast about, wow, you know that you lost, but these people were still together. A man accused of having sex with a family dog has been charged under the state's new animal cruelty law in Washington, which makes bestiality finally a felony.
Yay!
That's in Washington State. It's finally a felony to have sex with animals.
Thank
Well,
God.
good.
This guy, McPhail's wife, I'll just read some quotes. McPhail's wife told investigators that she found her husband on their back porch Wednesday night having intercourse with her 4-year-old female pit bull terrier.
Oh.
The Pierce County Sheriff's Office report said that the dog was squealing and crying, according to charging papers.
Oh.
The woman, however, bonus, took photos with her cell phone and then called the police.
Oh, my God.
This is almost TMI.
It's from the Associated Press. I just read it.
God.
Call to his public defender, David Biglong name, were not immediately returned. The bestiality law, which took effect in June, was prompted by a case near Unicamukala, in which a Seattle man died after having sex with a horse. Before the law was enacted, Washington was one of 14 states where bestiality had not been explicitly prohibited. So Washington coming to the table with
One less state you can go to. Cross that one. Washington's off the list.
So I know we had the woman whose husband killed a girl, and she knew that something was wrong with him because he was on drugs and he'd hallucinate, and so she got out of the marriage.
She's nutty.
But do you know in a marriage that maybe your husband has an attraction to animals? Like, do you know like something?
I don't think you have a clue to that.
Yeah, you
one.
do.
You just
think, wow, he really likes the neighbor's dog. You never think, hey, he's going to take it to the next level.
I don't think either.
I think you do when you're in bed and he goes, come on, knee like a horse. He starts having you make...
First of all, horses don't knee.
Whatever it is, clucking sound effects like a chicken. Let's play Barnyard. I'm the farmer.
You're my Dell. I don't know what that means. What is a Dell? I still don't
like
even...
a field or something.
I don't know. I still don't know. In the Dell. Yeah. See, in the... Okay, anyway. Always helping the story. Always making it better. Just piling on with the better stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jack on this one, and sorry to disagree there, Stench, but I just don't know if you know that your husband, like if you, let me just read this again. McPhail's wife told investigators that she found her husband on their back porch Wednesday night.
Yeah, I say it's a surprise to her.
That was her first experience.
I give her credit for having the forethought to get the camera out and take some pictures for evidence. A lot of people don't think ahead like that.
The woman took photos with her cell phone and called the police. Yeah, I would be so in shock that my husband was making love to our cat
cell phone out.
that I don't know if I could even find the flash button or go into menu for photo.
Right. I'm with you on that one. I wouldn't think that.
And if I was going to molest a dog, let's just say, not going for a pit bull. I think it turn around and do some serious damage to you. Maybe you have a dog that's not nearly as brutal.
Another question, though. Why don't you drag it inside instead of on the back porch, too?
Because his wife was inside.
She came home.
Yeah,
she came home during it?
Yeah. I don't know. You want to be outside, nice, nippy.
Great outdoors.
Because you think, hey, stay away from the neighbors.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
but here's what
questions.
I'd like to do. Monica, if you can find the span away, here's the, here.
Oh, you want to call her?
No, well, I don't think she'll probably take our call. But,
Call the
she
town.
might, just see, I don't know what we're seeing. Can you hear me, Itch?
You okay?
What's wrong with you?
I was just kind of creeped out by that story. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm like, what is wrong with people?
People are weird.
That's nasty.
All right, when you find out that your ex's life is better than yours or worse than yours, who's the winner? Here's Jesse. Hi, Jesse.
Hey, what's going on, people?
Hi.
Well, yeah. So I was with this guy for 5 years, okay? Abusive relationship, had the most depression ever. And basically, at the end of it, I ended up with this, perfect guy, And while we were together throughout the whole city, out of all places, he's in the streets sleeping with his new lover on the benches. Now, I've seen him more than once, twice, 3 times. So and I heard you guys say if I had like a Benz or something, I'm so happy I have a car.
That's what I was
saying.
saying. That's what I was saying. I told Jack off the air, I go, you know what? It wouldn't even matter if he has a nice car because when you are with somebody that's now on a park bench, your life is better no matter what.
Yep.
Right. Way better. Yeah. So I'm such a positive person. I'm out of the depression mode. I'm like living this life like I'm going to school, And how many people do you know that are 24 years old that's been to Hawaii and has a job, who goes to school, has a car, has 2 new cars, and, lives a good life?
And they're
what I mean?
Don't you feel a little guilty that he's sleeping on a bus bench?
I do. I feel kind of evil about that, feeling that way, but at the same time, I feel good that it's not me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. All right, look, everybody. Jesse has a way better life. Yay for Jesse. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
All right,
bye.
Feel good story. I like that one.
I like that one.
All right, pick me up.
Because the guy was abusive, so you can't feel bad that he lives on the park bench now.
That's true. See, if he wasn't abusive,
then you'd feel guilty.
Yep. Here's Millie. Hi, Millie.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. All right, so your life better or worse than your ex?
My life is absolutely better than my ex's. He left me after 21 years of marriage and left me for this woman that's about 400 pounds. He lost 10 jobs, owes the IRS, lives in a shed. His kids don't like him. And the icing on the cake is when my kids had a swim party, his wife didn't have her have any swimsuit on, and she had a heavy sweater on. Somebody told her to take it off. And so when she did,
I don't want to know.
Monica, do we want to know what happens?
Does it involve the Play-Doh nipple factory?
I don't know. Do we want to know what happens after she takes off her sweater?
Yeah, it's harmless. She was just very happy that she looked like crap.
But how did they have a swim party if they live in a shed? I've never seen a tough shed surround a pool.
You can inflate one of those pools pretty quick.
She had a swim party. She did.
And they came.
And they came over?
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
Wow, they're more civil than I.
Millie?
yeah.
So you added the swim party?
right. I'm having a swim party at my home. It's for my daughter's birthday, and she didn't want to take off her sweater because she told everybody that I looked hot.
Oh, well, that's got to make you feel good from the people that live in a tough shed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love when shed people think I'm good looking.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was the shed that looks like a barn.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, that one's a really...
The one you can drive a motorcycle over?
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, the
tough
red
one.
and white. Because that's pretty. At least it'd be like festive colors.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show. Star 98.7.
We are rocking out today.
Woo!
Nice job, Deanne.
Yay!
Loving it. We're rocking out today. We're like, we're rocking. Like docking. It's just like, it's like all good stuff. And usually Monday, it's always, oh my God, we're all going to kill
We
ourselves.
can play that new Gwen Stefani coming up again, too, if anybody missed that earlier.
Gwen Stefani, World. Anywho, we were talking about when you find out that your ex's life is better or worse than your own. There was a story in the newspaper today where a man apparently was on the porch. His wife came out and saw that he was making sweet, sweet, sweet love to their dog.
Oh!
Wow.
To their pit bull terrier. And then she took photos with her cell phone and called the police immediately. So I have his brother's phone number here.
Call.
Should I?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Call.
Anybody? Thoughts?
Call.
Do you want to embarrass the brother? Because I'm telling
Not
you,
embarrassed. He's already embarrassed.
if my brother got caught boning the dog, I wouldn't want anyone to know that's my brother.
By the way, I just got the link to put on our personality page, and it's an international story. I found it in a UK paper, so this story has made it worldwide now.
He might not answer.
Could be his dad.
Remember, it's all about the approach on
What's worse, your brother or your dad? Having sex with your dog.
it. Dad.
Do I have to play?
Yes,
Dad.
you have to play.
Dad.
Dad.
Yeah, by far, Dad.
Yeah, your brother, you could be like, well, we weren't really that close.
Yeah, he was always weird, but Dad, you're like part of it.
Hi, it's Jamie, Jack, and Stench here on the radio in Los Angeles. How are you?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, it's Jamie, Jack, and Stench here on the radio in Los Angeles. How are you?
Who is this?
It's Jamie, Jack, and Stench, and we're calling from a radio station in Los Angeles, and you're on the air. But you don't have to be on the air if you don't want to be.
I don't understand what it's all about.
Will you pick up that line immediately?
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking that it might,
I'm thinking that might be the mom.
Yeah.
That might be the mom, and either she doesn't know or she knows and doesn't want to play.
Oh, maybe she doesn't. See if she knows.
Oh, we
that-
can tell her.
Wow. That would be a really good pranker or yanker or whatever that game is that radio stations
They wouldn't believe
play.
it. If you called and told me someone in my family's having sex with a dog, I'd think I was being pranked.
I don't understand. Well, here's what happened.
Let me read it to you.
All right, I'm calling the local bakery in this small town. Maybe they know a little bit about it. And I want to find out from Monica how that... She's still on the phone with that woman.
So, yeah, maybe.
So she's going to have a report.
Good morning, Little Park.
Hi, it's Jamie, Jack, and Stench on the radio in Los Angeles. How are you?
Hi.
Anyway, we were calling. Did you know there was a guy in your town that made sweet love to a dog?
Wow.
Yes, they don't.
They're not friendly there. What town is this?
Well, you know what I'm thinking is they don't want the sign when you enter that city of home of the dog lover.
They're not friendly there.
You
What
know
do you
what?
do if you get that call?
I would say where? I want to know so I don't go to that part of town.
All right, I'm trying one more.
I'm keeping my dog out of the dog park. It's
How
not
about
safe.
Frank's Donut House.
They said
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Frank's friendly.
Yeah, all right. Frank's Donut House.
What state is this?
It's the state of Washington. Yeah.
Oh, they're weird up there. No
Yeah?
sun, people all crazy.
Spanaway, Washington.
Yeah.
192 donut shops.
Wow.
Yeah, just so you know. Ooh, I should have called the Happy Donut. Damn it.
They'd be happy.
Instead of Frank's Donuts and Muffins.
Okay, good luck on this one.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hey, it's Jamie, Jack, and Stench on the radio in Los Angeles.
Hi.
We were just calling because there was a guy, I think, in your town that made sweet, sweet love to a dog. Did you hear about that?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Did Frank?
No, I was a friend.
Oh, will you ask him?
What is that?
Ask him if he heard about that news article about a man who made sweet love to a dog.
What does it mean? I don't know.
Had relations.
Ah,
Yeah. Sweet relations.
I see.
Can you ask Frank?
He's not here right now. I don't know when he show up.
Oh, where is he?
He's, I think, at home.
Because he's a friend of ours that I was just wondering.
Yeah, we love Frank.
Would you ask your coworker next to you if they heard about that story? We're doing an in-depth report.
Oh, I think you mean the original Frank, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he started the business a long time ago, and the original Frank, he passed away about 4 years ago.
Oh, we haven't called in a while.
Doggone it. Well,
I know, that's why you don't understand what you're talking about.
Right, yes. Yeah, it makes sense now. Well, I'm so, that's kind of embarrassing for us. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
All right, well,
Thank you.
we'll give our regards to the family.
Okay.
Watch your dog.
And a new Frank.
Hey.
What?
Have you ever heard of Happy Donut?
Happy Donut?
Yeah.
I have the name of the company.
Oh, it's
It's in Chihuahua.
Well, I mean, are they your competition?
Mine's better.
Ah. All right. Thank you for your taking the time to talk to us.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Frank's dead, you guys.
You killed Frank.
Frank's Donut and Muffins.
That lady has no idea what you asked her.
They should put a big circle with an X.
Yeah.
Now it's just donuts and muffins.
Yeah. There's a new Frank.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. 98.7.
That's not right. All right, you guys, there's so much going on. I must get to it immediately. Breaking news, Jack.
What happened?
Robert's wearing black socks with white stars.
All over him.
Wow.
All over him. Theme socks. Yeah. A man should never wear theme socks.
Those are like Christmas stockings, not socks.
You guys, a man should never wear socks that have any kind of distinctive
novelty
pattern.
Socks.
Yeah, you can wear them with a little like
a
slight
squiggle
polka dot
or a wiggle.
or something on them. But
yeah, those are novelty socks.
Stars are weird.
He's wearing black socks with white stars all over him as if they're like what? Ooh.
That's weird.
All right, anyway, that's the ends of my breaking news.
Okay.
Not the ends, just the end. All right, so, and in our room, it was just like, does he not know that he's wearing those socks?
And his pants are a little short, so you notice him.
Right, and he thinks he looks fabulous, and there's this whole thing that, anyway, all right, so that was Robert Lyle's update. He's our marketing director and sock-wearing guru.
Yep.
Just so you know, if your husband or your boyfriend or your boss or whatever, if they're wearing novelty socks, take them out.
I like Robert's defense on anything, though. If you question anything he's wearing ever, it's
he
always...
names the name.
Well, it's
or the
expensive.
price.
Yeah.
It's Prada.
Well, it's expensive.
These Argyle socks were $5,000.
They're still ugly.
And they still are black with white stars all over them.
Yeah. All that means is you overpaid for ugly socks.
And
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to call him on this one because I have the biggest question ever. What? And please don't run it because it's bigger than any other question you've ever heard in your life.
Wow.
And by the way, remember Christy, the girl that was leaving her husband, and he cried, and it was all sad.
She met her high school sweetheart, and they were going to get back together.
Well, he's on the phone because he has an update. So
hey guys.
Hi, Happy. How are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. We were just talking about theme sock wearers.
Yeah.
And your name came up.
Right. And you have black socks with white stars.
Do you know how much I paid for these socks?
See what I mean?
$1 too much?
Ooh.
No, I actually gave them more money because they were just such fabulous socks.
What brand are they?
Well, I bought them at Saks in Beverly Hills, so I don't know the brand.
I mean, honestly, how much were those socks?
Probably $25 or something.
That's ridiculous for a pair
socks.
of socks.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Yes, it
I
is.
would have given them more.
Oh,
$25 is a pair of pants.
All right, so
Well,
here's
how about this? Like, what's wrong with Star? I work at Star Socks. Hello.
Oh.
because we don't think anybody should ever wear theme socks.
Right.
Right, and
They're
you
not
wouldn't be
theme
caught.
socks. They go with the whole outfit.
Only
Oh,
little
you guys know.
girls.
You wear polyester.
I got an idea, Robert. Then put on a Star T-shirt. You wouldn't be caught dead in a T-shirt, but you'll wear $25 socks.
Exactly. And by the way, let me just tell you this: only little girls can be in theme socks. Even little boys can't be in theme
and
socks.
crazy cat ladies.
Right. They can have cat socks.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my question, and it was the biggest question of all time, and I thought of it all by myself.
Yes.
How do you wash those without the
They're
black?
hand washed.
You hand wash your socks.
No, he doesn't. He dry cleans them, I'll bet you.
No, because they won't. Because I asked them.
They won't dry clean your socks?
No.
So you hand wash your socks at home.
Well,
then hang them
some
on a
if they're
clothesline.
cashmere, I do because they'll shrink.
Because I was afraid of the black bleeding into the white, thus you had gray
No,
stars.
you wash it in Woolite in the sink.
We have to go.
No, wait. No. What's wrong?
What is wrong with him?
He hand washes his socks. One
That's
sock
way
at a time.
Who puts that effort into socks?
Nobody I know. Nobody I know, and I know a lot of people.
Yep.
And they are not individual sock washers.
No.
What happened to our Robert? Oh, my God. All right, but don't you think that was a good question? I thought of that.
No, that is
the
a very
bleeding
good
problem from the black to the white, thus making a gray star. Something to think about, that's all. And the fact that I knew to ask him that.
No, that was
I am
good.
cutting edge, I tell you.
That is.
In-depth sock talk is what I offer you people. In-depth sock talk, which is hard to say.
It is hard to say.
Fashionista.
All right, here's it. Huh?
You're a fashionista. Why do I do it? Why do I do it?
Why do we have a producer?
I was just wondering the same thing.
Fashionista.
I was wondering how hard it would be to stuff one of those socks in his mouth.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. Jack and Stench Show. Star 98.7.
Have you ever lived your life realizing that you are not hip and cool? Let me give you an example.
Uh-oh.
So I've lived here for 10 years, and I never knew what WeHo was until now.
Yeah.
Wow.
West Hollywood. Do you know
I've
what
never heard of it in my life.
How about NoHo?
NoHo?
North Hollywood?
Yep.
Yay!
I've never heard WeHo. God. Hey, what? By the way, what's going on there, Jack? There's
I
all
know,
kinds
some
of
bad car
crazy.
accident.
Oh no! Wow.
I don't know where.
Oh, they ran over somebody.
Ooh.
Can you guys go to that Channel 5 and find out what that breaking news is? Anybody?
It's at La Brea and around the Hollywood area.
Avoid La Brea. They have part of this closed off to treat the people in the accident. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
Obviously closed caption.
that just reminds me, the trial for that old guy who ran over all those people at the farmer's market ended on Friday, and he was convicted. He was found guilty of all 10 counts.
Yeah.
Of vehicular manslaughter with
gross negligence.
Did you know that they weren't 10 individual counts, even though, the jury was fed that it was one incident, and so it would automatically go to all 10 counts.
Oh, really? So they just had to find on one.
Yeah, and then it did all that other whatever help. Yeah.
Did all 10 people, did he kill 10 people?
Yep.
He killed a lot of people.
And injured 70.
Wow.
That was a mess.
Yeah.
That was an absolute mess.
That was
oh my God, it was horrible. All right, so anyway, speaking of a mess and things that are horrible in your life, but at least there's nobody dead and people can get over and on with their life. I don't know if y'all remember John and Christy. Christy was the woman who we were talking about your first love, and she looked up her first love on the internet. She found him. They had been writing, they had been emailing, they saw each other for dinner once or something like that, but they hadn't done anything sexually and whatnot because she was married to John. And John was basically begging for her to stay with him and that he didn't love her and all this stuff. And, that she didn't love that first love because she didn't know him. It was just a fantasy. And this was his wife of years and years of please don't do this. And we were like, John, let her go. How much are you going to take?
Don't be second choice. And
exactly.
Everything.
So John is here with an update. Hi, John.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey.
Well, getting better.
Yeah, last time we talked to you, you weren't doing so well.
Well, it comes and goes.
So your wife, Christy, she was on the air with us, and she was talking about her first love in high school and all that, and the parents wouldn't let them be together, and now she looked him up after all these years.
Right, and she definitely found out there was the feelings that she always kept in the back of her mind where they still had strong feelings for each other.
How long have you been married to Christy?
4 years.
4 years, okay. And...
Sound like that's like nothing.
What?
You make that sound like, 4 years.
Oh, no.
No,
just getting the facts.
Okay.
Yeah,
No judging.
Believe me, I've been married 4 years, and it feels like forever. I'm with you.
So 4 years, you all been married, and you love her so very much.
Yep, still.
And even though, despite the fact that she's been basically, and I think kind of in a mean way, rubbing it in your face, not rubbing it, but rubbing it in your face that...
He hasn't been rubbing anything in my face. All of it has been something that I wanted to know because it helped me understand and deal with it. I pushed her a lot of times to tell me, to give me answers, to talk about it. And it's easier for me to understand and get over this, I think, if we do that. And ultimately, I think we are going to still remain friends. And I know where she's going. I know how...
What do you mean where she's going? Because you guys have been living together.
Sorry?
You guys have been living together and been married this whole time while she's been talking to her ex.
Well, she's been talking to him a couple months. You said earlier that they had dinner or something. Well, what she did wasn't, entirely the best way to go about it. She spent the weekend with him. Yeah, and that's when they realized that they still had.
When was this?
This was September 24th.
Wow, you remember dates?
Is that after we talked to you or before?
That was before you talked to me.
We didn't even know that.
Yeah, no one let us know that.
You kept her even though she went and slept with this guy for a whole weekend?
Well, that's when you are in a committed relationship with somebody you really love. You're willing to try and work things through. There's a lot of people that get misguided and do things they shouldn't do. And
she was misguided when she boned that guy? When she made sweet, sweet love to him, she was misguided?
You're not making this very easy, Jamie.
I'm just asking you, John, do you realize what your words are saying?
Yes, I do.
She was misguided.
He hoped.
Okay, maybe I don't know that's probably the proper word to use, misguided, but whatever. She did what she did.
She was a cheating, horrible wife is what she was. She took vows that she didn't even respect.
Well,
it wasn't misguided. It was a choice.
It was very horrible.
She chose that, John. She wasn't misguided. That drives me nuts. You make excuses for her all the time. It's putting me over the edge. Every time you make excuses for her. She wasn't guided. She chose, John.
Well, you make it sound like you can't ever be forgiving for people that make mistakes.
But that's a big mistake. If my wife left and spent the weekend with another guy...
No, it's huge.
Exactly,
it's huge. I agree.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. And, we've talked about it and gone over the whole thing. And what am I going to do? Hate her and create this big drama over it all? And whose benefits there?
Yeah. Well, I guess what a better option was, John, is that you took her back into your home and she continued to write that guy, which is exactly what happened. So I guess that was a better choice.
Well, no, it's not really true. When she left there, they basically didn't really talk to each other while she came back here to resolve our issue, and
I mean, to get rid of you.
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't come back to resolve your issue. She came back to get rid of you so she could go be with this guy. I mean,
that's what I meant by resolve that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You always make some happier words.
Yeah. No, you
That's
are.
what it is, John. You're like the king of
High Road John,
yeah.
man. That's what he is.
All right, so then we went through all that with you guys, and she was telling us that she knew her heart was with this guy, and blah, blah, blah. She kept going on. I was just like over her. And then...
Well, the mistake about it all is, I understand that maybe probably getting married was something that was probably wrong for us, and it happened very quickly. The two of us when we met, was the same way. It was just, we met, and it became a whirlwind. I left somebody for her.
So this is her pattern, though.
Looks like it.
Maybe. Yeah.
So, John, this is going to be a weird question.
Go ahead.
But did you happen to watch Desperate Housewives last night?
I don't watch a whole lot of those shows, no.
Because basically it really was the story about how much you can just be horrible to someone and they'll never, ever leave you. You can just do the meanest, dirtiest, awful things to somebody and they'll just never leave. They'll always just sit there and take it. Yep. At what point are you not going to take this anymore?
Well, she's gone. She's already out of the apartment, and we've come to a...
When did she move?
Saturday.
Oh.
This might be a fresh one.
Yeah.
So she moved on Saturday.
This might be a what one?
Fresh. Yeah. A little fresh for you.
Yeah, she left on Saturday.
A little painful.
I helped her load her things, and she left.
John, you're a little too nice. Yeah. Don't help her pack up.
Well, too late.
You go down, have a couple drinks, let her clear the place out.
And didn't this guy live out of town?
Yeah, they live in Utah.
So she moved to Utah Saturday?
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
And you helped her pack?
Yeah.
John, did that guy come down to get her?
Yes.
Oh my God, John! You are a bigger man than me because I would have snapped. I could not have handled that one.
All right, let me get this straight, John. So she decides she's going to leave for her love of her life.
Right.
You finally decide that you are going to set her free. Because I told you last time, look, you keep telling me how much you love her, so do the right thing and make her happy. If you really love her that much, then you'll let her go and be happy.
Sure. And he did.
Exactly it. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so Then you pack her things.
Yep.
Were you crying the whole time?
It was touch and go. There were some times I will think I was crying, but I sad every once in a while.
Did you ever just grab a hold of her and just say, please don't leave?
No, we were already at an understanding with each other. We knew what was happening. I knew where she was going. I could see the passion that was deeper than what we had, that she had for him.
Oh, man.
What am I going to do?
Man, not let that bastard in your house.
Well, no, I'm glad that he's like this now.
I am too.
I'm
but
actually like kind of proud of him now because before, remember, he was like so like, but I love her and all this. And now I'm so proud of you, John, because now you're doing the whole, what am I going to do? She loves him.
Yeah, exactly. And part of it is everybody, and a lot of this we've talked about, we shared this feeling in ourselves as long as I've known her. I've known Chris for 10 years. And is that everybody should be allowed to exhaust all of their life possibilities. And
no, that's like, then you're always looking for to upgrade. It's like, it's okay. So if I found a better situation right now, it'd be okay for me to bail on my wife to go have an upgrade?
No.
Here's what I'm worried about, John, and I think Stench and Jack. All right, here's what we're worried. We really like the new attitude of John going, what am I going to do?
It is better.
She's in love with him. What am I going to do? We love that one. We think that's really positive. What I think none of us agree with is your acceptance of her in this situation. Like, I love that you've accepted your position in it. Like, what are you going to do? You can't do anything about bye-bye. But what we are really concerned about is your acceptance of her. Like, that she is in no way at fault, that this is not bad, that it's, hey, she gets to go and do this.
No, we've talked about that at length and gone over it very deeply. She knows what she did. She feels very, very, it's overwhelmingly guilty about the whole thing. It brings out a lot of emotion about her with it. But I go back to what I said before. What am I going to do? I can't. Just as much as I wanted her to stay here, and how clear it was to you guys that she was leaving.
Yeah.
You argued with me. Get over it. She's going. Get it. I understand that. I see that she's doing that, and
she's done it.
Yeah.
Right. And she's there. So am I just going to hate her because I got to share part of my life which was good for the rest of my life, and hate him and hate all these? Why?
Yeah, I would, and I'd be violent.
Because I think it's that 7 steps of grieving or something.
Yeah, anger hasn't kicked in yet, man. John is too nice.
He's right now is denial.
Yeah.
I think that's like day one anyway.
It's just John went from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving her up to, hey, I'll pack her up and high five this guy as they drive off to Utah. You know what I mean? That's the part that bugs me.
Yeah.
I think Jack has a great point. We think that maybe you're faking your feelings right now.
No, you guys are wrong. We've talked about this at too much length. We've gone over this. It's not like I've been hiding in my room and not talking to her, and we haven't discussed all the feelings and emotions. That's one of the things I've always been with her is I don't try and distort anything. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. That's what I'm not going to try and change anything. I want to be able to, I understand where she's at. It was all tragic. It was wrong. She knows I know it was wrong. It was terrible. It was, completely uncool to go about it this way. And I told her that one of the biggest problems I have is you should have come to me first and resolved our marriage before you went looking for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree with that.
You're right.
But then you packed her up, John.
It doesn't.
He's in a better place
now. And then
now.
that guy came down and got her.
That doesn't change anything. The fact that, what am I going to do?
I'm going to say, you know what? You freaking
Plus some TV
neat
sets
person. Well, I'm not even going to be violent and throw stuff. I'm just going to be like, I'm not helping you pack. Yeah. And that guy's not coming into our house to get you.
And the plasma's mine.
Oh, he didn't come into my house. No, they didn't. He waited until the truck was loaded and then helped her drive back. He wasn't here in my house.
Okay.
Are you going to talk to her again?
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely.
Why?
Because she's my friend.
Oh,
no, she's not, John. Your friend doesn't do that to you.
Well, I think that's where you guys are wrong.
Oh, John! We're going to win you over completely soon. We're halfway home.
No, we're not.
No, he's accepting now that she's gone. Well, because she is gone.
Oh, we're going to be talking.
He wants to keep that
We're
line of
friends.
communication open, just in case it doesn't work out. Then this is a front.
We're friends.
I've never done.
Hey, you
anything that
guys, we're
horrible to a friend.
friends.
Yeah, would you
Hey,
do
you
that
know
horrible
what?
thing to your friend? I wouldn't.
Guess what? The snowboarder is he's talking to his ex-girlfriend, and then they spent a weekend together, and then now he packed up and he's living with her. But we're friends.
Yeah, there's no way.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.